Hey folks, welcome back to GP Reactions. My name is Gail. This is my channel, and this is the first time I've spoken into a camera for it feels like a century. Essentially, what happened was the sun came out, and it never stopped coming out, and it still hasn't stopped coming out. But it has got a bit cooler. But where I live, it heated up like a kiln, and it was just unbearable to do anything. I spent most of the time outside, to be honest, because it was actually cooler. So it was like 29 degrees. I think it was about the highest it got. It didn't even matter if I had a fan on, and the fan was way too loud. Um, so the whole room was heating up like an oven, and the fan was too loud. And I put the laptop on, and probably after about 5 minutes, it felt red hot. So that's why I haven't done any reactions, and I feel really nervous because it's the first time I've actually done this in ages, and because I've been so focused on maybe just resigned to the fact I wasn't doing reactions, I took myself off to um, just other places really, just to do other stuff, and yeah, when you kind of like really switch off, coming back feels really difficult. I actually had 2 weeks off a holiday this year, and I completely switched off from work. And when I got back to work, it kind of felt like I've been away for months. It was a really good feeling actually, but a little bit sort of disconnected, if you like. I have taken holidays before and actually worked in those holidays to do something else to make a bit of money, but um, yeah, I've just kind of I think I'm learning the art of actually just completely switching off. Anyway, I do apologise. I do have some suggestions from Buy Me a Coffee to get to, and I really apologise for those of you who have um, subbed to that, and we're hoping that the reactions will be done. It wasn't really that possible. I mean, I might have to start taking my stuff on the road a little bit. Um, Maybe if this is a trend now, and next year is going to be the same, maybe hotter, then I will just take my laptop with me and find somewhere that's air conditioned, because I did miss not doing it. But physically it was so uncomfortable. So I'm back now with I'm gonna get to his first reaction. Actually, it was suggested by Simon, and it's somebody I've heard of. I have no idea whether this is a man, a woman, or a band. But anyway, it's somebody called Ry Cooder, and this is a track that is taken from the movie Paris, Texas. Now I believe, like I'm sure I've got the DVD to this movie. Embarrassingly, it was one of those that you get free with a newspaper, and I used to be a bit of a sort of CD and DVD hound when it came to these things, freebies and newspapers. So I'm not politically aligned to any newspaper, but if they're giving a good freebie away, I will buy it. I think this one might have come out of the Telegraph or the Guardian or something like that. Because they're giving away a lot of really kind of classy films that I'd heard of but I'd never engaged with. So yeah, so this one's from the movie Paris, Texas. I believe it's from a soundtrack from 1985, and I don't know anything about Ry Cooder, so I'm not. I think this might be an instrumental part of a soundtrack, but I couldn't tell you. So I'm gonna. What I'll do is I'll play, and then I will maybe read up some info on Ry Cooder. So without further ado, this is my first reaction back. Wow. sort of lazy, languid um, beauty of his track. It's and right at the beginning, I was trying to. I'm not sure if that's like a like electronic kind of like violin string effect, maybe produced on the keyboards. But that guitar, I mean, it just really sets the scene of the desert, and it's perfect right now because we haven't had any rain for about 2 months. So it's you can just imagine, um, being out there in this vast wilderness, and it does kind of make you feel like a little bit drained, a little bit relaxed. It's kind of really evokes all those feelings that you maybe would feel if you were stuck in the vastness of I'm guessing this is I don't know, is this Arizona? I mean, this is Texas, but is Texas Arizona? Arizona's a different state. I do, but yeah, it just, I mean, I don't know much about Texas to be honest, whether how it is, but this music is perfect for a desert anyway, especially if it's in America. Or and it's just incredible landscapes. It's like something out from a different planet, like Mars or something. Which, if you conspiracists out there would, I don't know, there are places where you could film Martian landscapes. We all know that. Anyway, I'm going to get back to this music. I'm sorry to pause it because it's so out there and ethereal in its own kind of way. I mean, sort of ethereal music, you'd sort of like think, that'd be maybe Island or something from the Emerald Isles, and but you know what? There's a sense of spirituality with places that are really very green, but also very barren. And it's obvious. I mean, deserts are full of life, but at the same time, it's full of rock and sand as well. So let me just take that back a little bit. Sorry to pause it. I just love the way that guitar just like that hangs on that one note, um, as if it hasn't got the energy to like move on to the next. That's beautiful, man. Yeah, that was so soothing, um, but it kind of makes me feel tired listening to it. And I should watch the film now, shouldn't I? I mean, I'm trying to think who was in Past Texas. Was it Natasha Kinski? And I might be thinking of a completely different film. I'm sure it was like was it Harry Dean Stanton and Natasha Kinski? I don't know, but I'm going to watch that movie now. Because if this music is a soundtrack to it, or this is part of the soundtrack, then I think it might really be, set that mood. But this was beautiful, and yeah, it did evoke those kinds of tiredness and fatigue, but also not necessarily, in a struggling kind of way. It's just, you have to move slowly to this music. You're out in the desert, and I did in my mind's eye, I had a vision of that trailer out of Kill Bill. I can't think of the name of the actor is now. Something Madsen. And he was Bill's brother in it. But yeah, just and that was out in the desert, so it does kind of evoke a lot of different feelings. Again, the sun is out. It's another dry day. The grass is parched, and you can just imagine it does slow you down. So this is perfect actually for what we're going through at the moment in the UK because you can't rush around. You can't rush around when it's this hot. And imagine how hot it is in Texas or even in Arizona at certain times of the year. It must be absolutely unbearable. I think somebody sent me a message um, today, I think, and they said it's like 103 degrees in Texas. Um, and I kind of think to myself, wow, it's yeah, it's that's just kind of way that I mean, that must be like that most of the summer as well. So, but I know you get like harsh winters as well. So, it's hard to imagine the harsh winters when you think of how hot it is in the summer. Because at the moment we get these hot summers all of a sudden, but we're not getting harsh winters. So I don't know. Maybe in the UK it will evolve where we get hot summers and freezing and snowing in the winter. I don't know. Um, I like springtime and I like summer. I'm not so keen on winter or autumn. I really dislike autumn because that's when everything dies. Anyway, folks, this was really good. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to have a quick look to see who Ry Cooder is. I'm assuming Ry Cooder's a guitarist of some kind. So Ry Cooder is an American musician, songwriter, film score composer. That would so he's male and he's 79 years old. Um, he's played with John Lee Hooker, Captain Beefheart, Taj Mahal, Gordon Lightfoot, Ali Farker, Eric Clapton, Rolling Stones, Van Morrison, Neil Young, Randy Newman, Linda Ronstadt. So he's played with a lot of different people. Solo albums. So wow, he has had one, two, three, four, five, 10. Well, he's had 19 solo albums. That's incredible. Um, he's only had one single. I don't know. Does he? So I won't delve too much into Wikipedia, but does Ry Cooder sing? Is this just an unusual track for him to do for a soundtrack? Because I know that sometimes soundtracks aren't representative of an artist. So please join me in the comments below. Um, Let me know how this song made you feel. Um, Let me know what you know about Ry Cooder and maybe a variety of stuff that he's done so that I have a feel for it. And for anyone that doesn't know, I've also been compiling a humongous list from every single music video that I've uploaded onto YouTube, every single reaction. I've gone through every single comment, and I will tell you now that's, cumulatively, when I'm reading the comments, some of them just make me laugh out loud because they're so funny. And sometimes I've just cried, especially the ones where, um, veterans of, various wars and, you know, um, times as servicemen and women, their comments on certain tracks have made me cry. And yeah, there's lots of other things where people have lost people, and so yeah, it was very emotional going through all of the comments, and but it was really cathartic as well, and it made me kind of realise that I yeah, I need to stay on track with these reactions, and also, I mean, yeah, I'm now about 10 videos away from completing it, so it's over 1,000 videos I've gone through um, since this heat wave started. So I've been quite productive in a way, and there's a lot of you out there who've subscribed to my channel who are thinking, yeah, I posted that suggestion like ages ago, and this person has not never actually read it. Well, I've now read all the suggestions, and I've written all the suggestions down. There are pages of them, and I'm going to endeavour to try and go backwards and focus on all the suggestions over some time. It's going to be a mammoth task, but it's going to be also be really incredibly good fun as well, because there's some great looking tracks there, and it's been amazing to kind of reconnect with some of these bands as well that I kind of forgot about on my channel. Stuff I thought that was quite good at the time, and then I've left it at just one reaction. So it's been really, really important to go back for all of them, and 150%, I will be getting back to doing some more reactions. Hopefully this weather will calm down. It's got to rain sometime, hasn't it? It's got to rain, I'm sure it has. Um, and that would be a really nice blessing. I think we're not far away from being classified as drought. And when the drought comes, that's when the standpipes come out, and that's when water is rationed. So hopefully it won't come to that. Hopefully we've got enough in the reservoirs, and I'm sure, in the UK, um, we sound like we kind of whinge about the weather. We have an obsession with it, um, and we never seem to cope with one extreme or the other. So yeah, maybe in the future we won't need to talk about the weather so much because we'll just take it in our stride. Snow, sun, wind, rain, none of it will have an effect. But yeah, alas, those times have not yet come. Anyway, folks, please join me in the comments below if you enjoyed this, and you can drop a like if you want, and you can subscribe if you'd like. I do have a variety of music on my channel. So yeah, please come along and have a ganders, and I will speak to you all soon.